I don't even call it a flood. I call it an event.
Half of Denham Springs is still asleep, and they don't realize that people not even a mile away from them just lost everything.
You know, you just don't realize when you've lost everything what's important. I'm sorry.
I tried to get into the store on Monday and was stopped by a barricade and police officers, and I asked them if they knew anything about Chick-fil-A, and they said, yeah, I think you guys are okay, y'all are pretty high. And so I was hopeful all night, and then got to the store on Tuesday and realized that we did in fact get about 2 feet of water into the store. And as we walk through the store, you can see the playground and how high it got inside the playground with the slide and the muddy floors. So they had to gut all of that and replace everything in the playground that was water damaged. We migrated towards the kitchen just to see how bad it was, and realized that we would totally gut the kitchen equipment and walls to get everything back to where it needed to be. And you can see the water inside one of the warming drawers, and see how high it got with the water line on the center line kitchen area. From there, we went to the walk-in coolers. You can see the freezer with all of the fries toppled over. And it's due to floodwaters getting in there as well, and getting everything shifted around. So we cleaned all of that out, took all of the equipment out, all of the food out.
And that was probably no fun.
No, of course, we said power went out on Saturday evening, and so it's sitting there with no power. No refrigeration, freezer from Saturday until Tuesday when we got there. So what we were doing is getting on the phone, talking to facilities, talking to Brett Peterson, and he started formulating the team to get everything going.
We got into the restaurant, and I'll never forget, Jeffrey looked at me and said, how long do you think it's going to take? And I said, Monday. And he said, next Monday? And I was like, yeah, Monday. And he's like, you're kidding, right? I was like, no, I think we can get it done by Monday. And that was kind of shooting from the hip, but as we kept going closer and closer and closer, I said, hey, we really can make Monday happen. And they did. They made it happen. Andy and his team, strategic. Jeffrey and his team, can't say enough about having those guys in there. I mean, they cleaned and they scrubbed and they helped out. You know, it was a tremendous benefit to have those guys there ready to work with us. And
really, that first night, we actually went till about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and then all the guys went to go get some sleep, and then after that we kind of divided up so that we could maintain some form of progress on 24 hours a day. So we kind of divided up, and we had these guys doing 12, basically 14-hour shifts, lapping them in the middle, and one thing, due to the total devastation in the area, the closest hotel we could get was 2 hours away. So we had 2 hours going and coming to travel to a hotel.
After getting to the store and quickly realizing how bad Denham Springs truly was, my mind immediately went to, how are we going to get a whole new kitchen? And Brett had set a goal of, we're going to be open by Monday. And whenever he told that to Jeffrey, Jeffrey was just kind of almost astonished, like, there's no way this is going to happen. And I was kind of like, how are we going to get a kitchen by Monday, and ready to go? And so that was my number one priority, is working with the team here to make sure that we could get all of those assets that we need. And fortunately, Heather Tyson, David Milliken, and then all the amazing folks at Trimark Strategic really made that happen for us.
Everybody was motivated, everybody was there, everybody worked hard, and it was like, it's just the primary focus of the whole project was let's get these displaced people back to work. I mean, which they were there with us helping, and they, you know, I could see it in their eyes. I mean, they were helping say, let's get our store back up so that we can go back to work. And it's like I said, we weren't the brains of this, we were just the brawn.
Is there anything else you want to add or anybody else you want to call out?
I mean, everybody that was involved. I mean, they made it happen. I mean, Chase did an outstanding job. Like I said again, I think the Kelly Chapman and the folks at Strategic getting the kitchen equipment there that fast, I mean, you know, was amazing, because you can't serve chicken if you can't cook it. And just the entire organization and the support that they provided to us to keep the focus on the operator and his business and getting them back open. So I'm just thankful for the resources.
Was in the hurry to run, my wife left her wedding ring on the windowsill in the bathroom. There was a bunch of stuff on that windowsill.
But this is the windowsill where it was sitting.
Wow.
And the water line was, you know,
so it was submerged.
It was submerged. Her ring was the only thing still on the windowsill in the bathroom.
I remember sitting on the kayak and just thinking to myself, oh my gosh. And then when I got to my house, I took a deep breath and I said, I got to go in and get my dad's medicine. So it really didn't hit me until I got into the house, and I was just looking around, seeing all my belongings floating around that I thought were okay, because I thought I was only going to get like a foot of water. I wasn't expecting. It was chest high when I entered my house at 5:30, and at 5:03, my dad said water was just entering the house. In just 30 minutes, it rose that quick.
We lost all of our vehicles, lost everything that was any 4 foot and below. We lost everything as far as that. I guess the most terrifying thing of it all is when you finally get boat rescued and you have nothing. I don't have family down here, so it's not like I could call family. So it was like, where do we go? What do we do?
That means I don't have to eat any more jambalaya. Good God Almighty. As gracious as these folks were, everybody had to cook jambalaya. So now I can go to Chick-fil-A, get a #1 with a lemonade, and I'm good to go. My waffle fries, okay? I'm back in business. Simple, I'm a simple guy, okay? There you go. I think the most important thing about getting all of the restaurants back open is, one, we have a place that we can go eat, because obviously we love to eat around here. You can tell by my physique that I certainly do. But it is something that we all look forward to. And that's why your business has been so good for the city as well. But I think the most important thing is a sense of normalcy. As everybody starts to come back online, we start to feel like we're normal again.
So our team was excited to be back to work, just to get to a sense of normalcy.
Sense of normality too. Gave them a sense of normalcy.
We were getting this store open not to sell chicken, but to provide normalcy for team members who didn't have any normalcy at that point in their lives, and to provide a community, a sense of rebuilding. However small that might be, I felt like that's what we accomplished.
And we concentrate on people rather than profits. And it's important that we make $1 a year in order to stay in business, but we're more committed to our people, particularly to our customers, to people that work with us.